Most of us stop running businesses we started when we were teenagers as we get older for a number of reasons. Why you should start a business as a teenager. Why not start working from today? How will you start working and what things will be needed for you to start a business and earn in your teenage? Stay tuned as this video will unfold many ways which you can apply to have successful life ahead. Let's get started. After all, you only need one good idea to make a fortune. All of a sudden, Gentleman's Quarterly wants to talk to you. You're on the cover of Rolling Stone, and Elon Musk wants to have a dinner party at his house. It's possible that your first business will be a money-making machine, but it's also likely that it won't go as well as you hope. Even if your business fails, you will learn a lot that will help you be more successful in the future. Then why wait any longer? The best place and time to start a business is in high school. You don't need to worry about making money because your parents probably have that covered. Instead, you should focus on getting experience, building up your playbook, and making your CV stronger. Also, starting a business in high school can make you very attractive to some of the best universities in the world, especially in the United States. Why you should start a business as a teenager. If you started a business while you were in high school, U.S. colleges will see you as an outgoing student who will not only enjoy the challenges of a world-class education, but also make the most of the opportunities you are given. People will think more highly of your business if it has a strong social, charitable, or community initiative. A business project that tries to make the world a better place shows that you can lead and change the world in some way, as well as the drive to succeed and the courage to try it at a young age. 6 tips to help you start a business as a teenager. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. No one who starts a business for the first time knows what they're doing. Before we go into the details and small print of setting up a business, sincerely, it's not about knowing everything. Rather, it's about learning from mistakes, especially in the beginning. Pay attention to what you don't know and to developing and learning. This beautifully sets up our first piece of advice. Number 1. Know you'll make mistakes and learn from them. The businesses that end up succeeding are simply the ones that make fewer mistakes. Therefore, starting a business at a young age can be so beneficial. Before you're old, you'll become aware of all the little mistakes you made the first time around and avoid them on your business ventures later in life. To make the most of this, you must proactively make time to acknowledge mistakes and allow yourself to learn from them. Don't take your mistakes as a negative, but as an opportunity to grow and develop as a person. Number 2. Work on something you're passionate about. At the end of the day, starting a business, like any job, is going to eat up a lot of your time. So why spend time doing something you're not passionate about? A business that isn't built on passion and drive is destined for failure. If you're passionate about getting young women involved in STEM subjects, start thinking about ways you can do that. If you're passionate about reducing the impact of global warming, start thinking about products to combat this. No matter what it is you care about, start thinking of ways you can bring a product or service to market and turn it into a small business. Don't get hung up on the minor details for now. Forget about the business name or potential for success. Just strive to make a positive impact. At the core of every young business should be the desire to make the world a better place. What makes a business flourish is passionate people working towards a common goal. Number 3. The idea. Aim to fix a problem and fulfill a desire. When coming up with a business idea, keep in mind that your product or service should solve a problem or satisfy a need. If it can do both, you've really hit the jackpot. A better example might be a product that helps you grow a garden in the suburbs and makes the community more sustainable. Yeah, that's better, but it's already been thought of by a 19-year-old genius from New Zealand who now goes to Duke University. His idea made fresh food and living in a way that is good for the environment easy and fashionable in suburbs. Problem solved and a desire fulfilled. Double check. Before you decide on an idea, you should do some research to find out more about the market you want to get into. Look for flaws in other products and services and try to fill the void. Find a problem and try to fix it. Sounds simple, right? Number 4. Kickstarter. Get you some of that funding. The beauty of starting a business in high school is that it's not the be-all and end-all. You're most likely still living at home and are free from paying any rent or bills. If your business flunks, so be it. It's not like you're gonna lose the family home. However, with the non-existent financial responsibility of being a teenager, it unfortunately also means you probably have no money to fund your business, which is kind of a bummer. While money isn't necessarily a requirement in the early stages, it certainly does help, particularly if your business is selling a product, not a service. If you're selling a service, you mightn't need money at all, just your big ol' brain and a mode of transport. On the other hand, you kinda need money to make a product, right? You'll need to build a prototype, perfect it, test it, and then start producing it. Depending on what your product is, you can definitely start prototyping on a budget. For example, if you're selling homemade crocheted headwear, just go get some wool and start crocheting. However, if you're looking to develop a bike helmet with solar panels on it that doesn't look dumb and charges your electric bike, iPhone, and Tesla car while you ride, you're probably going to need some funding. Luckily for you, we live in a technologically advanced world where you can literally get on the internet and just beg people to fund your business. How to fund your teenage business ventures. The most common platform for young businesses looking for some help is Kickstarter. In a perfect world, Kickstarter operates like this. You create a profile, set a funding goal, post a video, share your profile and video, get money from people, achieve funding goal, start your business, and make millions. However, the world is far from perfect and there are literally hundreds of thousands of campaigns on Kickstarter. So, in order to get those results, you need to make your campaign stand out. Number 5. Take time to actively develop your entrepreneurial skills. There are a number of steps you can take to go from being an ordinary high school student to a business guru. Well, at least a god of business in the making. The first thing to do would be to read a lot. People who read more than 6 books a year are 122% more likely to become millionaires than people who read 5 or fewer books a year. And here's something else. Bill Gates reads 50 books a year. He's one of the best businessmen of all time, and he's also freaking rich. It's also a good idea to read about successful business people like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, or Steve Jobs. Find out how they got where they are now and what habits helped them get there. Even though reading is great, you'll also need to learn some more practical business skills. You can do this by meeting other people who share your interest at local events, networking nights, study groups, or fun educational tours. You can also try to get in touch with an entrepreneur with more experience who can be your guide, someone you can learn from, get ideas from, and ask for help from when you need it. Someone to be your Mr. Miyagi of business development, your Yoda of making money, and your sensei of making strategic decisions. Number 6. Put in the work. This one should go without saying, but starting a business isn't easy, especially when you're working with the limited resources of a high school student. It's gonna take a whole bunch of hard work. Working during school, after school, before school, and even on weekends. You're going to have to be giving up social time to get this bad boy off the ground, but believe me, it will be worth it. Besides, if you're truly passionate about the business, it should never feel like you're actually doing work, but more like you're pursuing a hobby. Lastly, try to always have the business in the back of your mind. You never know when a sudden bolt of inspiration will strike and you'll need to start working on it ASAP. Well, folks, that's all there is to it. You're now sufficiently equipped to start your own business as a high school student. Yep, it's that simple. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and start making mistakes. If you're not convinced yet, here are a couple of benefits to starting a business in high school beyond just the fact that, well, you're running your own business in high school. Final thoughts. Starting a business in high school isn't about making money. It's about something much more valuable than that, growing and developing your entrepreneurial brain from a young age. Sure, you'll make mistakes, but you'll be able to learn from them and set yourself up for a bright and prosperous future. By the time your friends catch up and attempt to start their own business, you'll already have years of experience under your belt and you'll be able to scale in leaps and bounds beyond your peers and competitors. What's more, by that stage, you'll also have gained admission into one of the USA's very best universities. You'll be the envy of all your high school chums studying back at home. Pretty soon, Elon Musk will be inviting you around for dinner. With that, we reach to the end of the video. Subscribe to support this channel and get notified for amazing new videos. I will see you in the next video.